Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 141 of Sonic Boom TV, the Metallica 72 Seasons opening review, whatever we want to call it, video, thing, whatever. So, the last episode, we looked at what was inside this one. This is the Walmart version. I was a little disappointed in the color of the album, not being yellow as it was advertised. And I made the mistake of putting that on Facebook, in a group, a record group, and the edgelords came out real quick, before I could even get through the first song. They were jumping on me about, the color is ruining everything, or it's not ruining it, it's just not what I wanted. I picked that color because I picked the yellow because I wanted it to match this. I'm a graphic designer. Color matters, and I don't want a green record that goes with a yellow and black cover, just like I didn't want the red one or the purple one or whatever, because that doesn't match. And if I could have got a yellow one or a black one, I would have preferred it. So the only one that I know, other one that I knew was yellow, was the one that was on their website, was the splatter thing that was yellow, black, and I think some white, and that one sold out immediately. So anyway, we got this. We're okay with the color. We're not gonna get another one. This is it. This is the one I got. This is the one I'll live with for probably forever. And I doubt I'll buy the CD anyway. So because I've got the download card. And anyway, so I'm not gonna do a song by song review, because I listened to it, but I wasn't like reading the lyrics and all that stuff, to go with it. I was just listening to see how it sounded. And this thing is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely it's the best one since the Black Album, for sure. It's better than all that other stuff. It's heavy. It's a little bit, it's a lot bit thrashy, but not like the old school. But it's definitely got thrash elements to it. But it also kind of, as it said on the thing, 42 years of whatever, Metallica. What did it say? I want to read that. It says, new album, 42 years of Metallica in over 77 minutes. You can hear the influence of all their career through this. Like, there's stuff from, that you could kind of feel like, oh yeah, that's kind of like that album, or that's kind of like that, or that might be a little bit of that kind of song. They touched on everything. I feel like just about everything. Yeah, that's all it says. And I was really surprised, that it was a lot heavier, because Hardwired to Self-Destruct was definitely like more of a hard rock album. It wasn't as metal as they've been in the past. This one is back to being metal. If they stay with this style, I mean, they can't go wrong, I don't think, with this, because there's people out there that's going to hate on it. They're going to, no matter what. But they're not listening to it either. They might have listened to part of a song and already predetermined that they hate it. And I try not to do that on most stuff. But yeah, it's a good album. It's long. It's 77 minutes. So it's gonna take you a good sit down to listen to it all at one time. But I think if you had some headphones on or whatever, and you just rock out to it, it'd be great. I was thinking about doing a detailed review with each song, and I might do that eventually, because I'm trying to come up with a website for this channel where I do reviews, because I used to write, this used to be a magazine at one time, and I used to do a lot of reviews, and people seem to like that, especially my friend Mark. If he's watching, Mark Wren, he's in a couple bands. I know he's got, I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was in one called Slapface recently, and he was in a band called The Angry 88, which the first band I met him in, and So shout out to Mark if you're watching. You better be, because I did a shout out to you. But anyway, so each record has 3 songs per side, and they're long songs, so they're not, it's a good full side of music on each one, and they rock. That's all I could say. It's like, it's heavy, it's pretty fast. It's not as fast as it could be, but it is fast. The vocals seem more of the modern style James Hetfield stuff, but there are parts where you say, oh, he's trying to sound like he used to, and of course he's 60 years old or whatever. You can tell by the picture, this is not a young man anymore. Wait, let's pull him out. Yeah, he, as my friend sent me a message just a few minutes ago, Don Cooper, if he's watching, he does look like Hulk Hogan. And he's an old guy, so to be out there rocking this hard, it's pretty impressive to me. So I was surprised how good this is. Because like I said, I hadn't really listened to the singles that much. I listened to them on basically through my phone. I listened to them. I didn't use headphones or anything. Just played the videos through my phone when they released each one. I think there's either 3 or 4 that they released before today. There may be more now, because I know they did that thing last night, the listening show, whatever. But Metallica's new album is really good, I think. There's going to be a lot of people posting videos. Some's going to hate it, some's going to love it. There's probably a million of them up there already. But if I got to put it in my rankings, it is after, okay, I forget what I had as number 2. But Master of Puppets is always going to be first. There's no doubt about it. Then probably Metallica's and Justice for All. They're all Metallica. And the Black Album. Those kind of 2 flip-flop for me. Then it's Ride the Lightning. Then it's Kill 'Em All. Then Garage Days and Garage Inc. Oops. And I count these 2 as because I think these 2 are important. They're not just compilations or whatever. This is an EP, but I don't consider, this one has so much stuff on it that I just feel like it's like unreleased stuff, or maybe stuff that was on singles or whatever. I just feel like this one's important enough to keep with the main albums. And then this one, 72 Seasons, then Death Magnetic, then Hardwired, I think Reload was, and then Load, and then down there finally the one that shall not be named. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I enjoyed it. Gonna listen to it again, probably a couple times in the next couple days here. If I do get my website, because I created it, just wasn't working the way I wanted to, because I used a template thing. Because I'm not that great with websites, and the template I had, it's not letting me manipulate what I want to manipulate. So I had built it up, and then it didn't work. So I might just cut it back to simple, very simple, and have it basically a blog and pictures that's in a section, and that might be it. But if I do that soon, I will do a full review that'll sound better than whatever I've been babbling about the last 10 minutes, and we'll get to that. But definitely, if you're kind of on the edge of whether you want to get this or not, I would say go get it, because it's going to bring you back to an earlier Metallica that you liked, more than likely liked, and it's not going to be like the newer stuff that you didn't like. It's different. It's somewhere in between, and I think it falls in a good place. I think it's more than what we were expecting out of Metallica these days, and well worth the money. the way albums are going these days, this one cost me $34.97 or something like that. I forgot what it said on the sticker. I put it back in here already, but it was definitely worth that because a lot of albums are coming out when they're double albums, especially for a long double album, more than $40, you know, and that's too much for a record. So I was happy that it was only 34. I know there's a black version that I saw. I saw it on the Walmart app, but it was somebody else selling it through Walmart. So, and theirs was 36. So I don't know if originally it was 34 and they just upped the price, or it's just $2 more everywhere. And I don't know where you get the black one from besides the Metallica website, because the indie stores got the purple one as far as I know, and Target has the red one. And I don't know what other colors they had, but I know Metallica's website had certain ones. The one I really wanted, the yellow splatter, which I don't like a lot of splatter vinyl ones because sometimes they do a bad job at it. But if they get the colors right, it looks nice. And that one I thought looked really nice, but I looked it up on Discogs and somebody had for $100. I don't know if that was what Metallica sold it for, but I know it was sold out the first time I went on there to see, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just wait, and that's what I did. So, go get it. It's available probably everywhere. You know, I'm sure it's on you know, all the iTunes and Spotify's and all that other crap, and it's on CD. Might be on cassette. I wouldn't doubt it. But go check it out. This is the best album in a long time for Metallica. So when did the Black Album came out? What, 91, 92, something like that? Let's do a little look here. Black Album, Metallica came out in 91. So, and then Load came out in 96. So this is the best thing they've done since 1991. Some people might like it better than that. You know, I wouldn't doubt it, because I know people, you know, like to rag on the Black Album for whatever reason. Mostly because it wasn't a thrash album, but it was a heavy metal album, and it was catchy. You know, the songs. And that's the difference on this one. There's no songs that have catchy lyrics, you know, as far as I could tell. You know, but like I said, this is I only listened to it the first time through. Wasn't listening for what the lyrics were. I was just listening to how it sounded. And then, you know, the next time I'll try to learn some of the lyrics, and next time I'll know some of the lyrics, and maybe I will be singing along, you know, eventually. Yeah, so I recommend it. That's all I can say. You know, it's a good album, and if you're on, like I said, if you're on the edge, go get it. You might, you know, if it's sold out, just wait, because it's going to be back. Just like, don't go buy from the flippers on eBay or wherever, because they did this the last time when Walmart put out the color versions of all the other albums, or most of the other albums. You know, I saw people selling this one, the green vinyl one, for $100, and it was like a $26 album or something like that. This is not the green one. I do have the green one. I eventually bought the color on that one, but this is one of the ones. Oops. This one was $22.97 for the Kill 'Em All, and on Jump Into the Fire Engine Red, and I saw people selling that one for a lot of money on eBay too. So, and Discogs and whatever. So don't fall for that, because these records will be back in the stores. Whether you know, they might say limited edition, but you go to Walmart right now and they probably got every one of these in there on the colored vinyl that they put out. They probably have every one of them, you know, and they're, you know, they might have upped the price, but most of them were under $30. And, you know, now that I know some prices have changed on a lot of things, they might have gone up. But this one will be available before long if it's sold out at your store. And like I said on my other video, I had to ask the guy to get it out the back, because I knew they had it. It showed on the app that they had it. and I just had to ask them to go put it. So if you go there now and you don't see them, go ask somebody because they might have it. And you know, that's it for this little kind of review. I recommend it. It's a good album. Might be a great album after I listen to it a few times. So that's that. Talk to you guys later. Bye.